running back has it. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Second down coming up. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Quick strike complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Gator!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
That makes the score Florida 7.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Number 26, set to kick it away. Texas.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. First down for this offense. He's going to pass. Got a man. It's Golden.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Trying to convert this second and short. Wide out in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bolden. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. To throw, it's Ewers. Hit as he throws. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Longhorns will send out the punt unit. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Looking to go up top on first down. Going over the top. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
extra point pushes the lead to 14. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive.
Texas.
And he's going to run it back. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll run the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Looking to throw, it's Ewers. Quickly complete. At the 45, on his way. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Oh, picked off. Taking it the other way. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Now on second down. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Running toward the tape. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. And the Gators headed quickly to the line. They'll leave it with him. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gators! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21, Texas. 0, Texas.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got it behind the line. It's golden. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air, it's Ewers. Sends it downfield. He's got it down the left side. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texans! That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
Coming out with it, it's Abrams. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They feed him again. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Good enough for first down.
The Gators have their offense in high gear. Back to pass, it's Lagway. It's complete to the left. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida 21, Texas 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. The lone back's got it. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the offense. A jet sweep pass. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Toss sweep to the right. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Gators want to move quickly. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
And the defense was anxious to get off the ball quickly. Instead, it's just a little bit closer for the offense. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get...
Touchdown, Florida! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Man, that field shrinks. You got to have the big boys down here that you can just throw it up to, let them make plays, make it look like run. All the big boys on the field, slip that tight end out, find him, they'll do the rest.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
On the run, it's Baxter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Gets it out quickly. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Blue. Put it right on him, sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9.
we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback checking the play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Texas.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Sending the offense back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the grab down the left side. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. You want to talk about converting a fourth down in style with a whole lot extra, David.
How about it? Clutch mode. Fourth down time, you only need a little, but he pushes the ball way down the field. He believes in his guy, makes the play, gets the big first down.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
After that last completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Another incompletion on third down. When you're around midfield, the analytics will tell you so much better to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hansen. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Firing toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 3.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And it's no good. He missed it. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to throw on first down. He fires it out to the right. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Running back searching for a hole. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away.
Set to kick this one away. Texas.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to...
It's picked off, threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41. Offense set on first down. He wants to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Offense gets set for second down. To the air, it's Flagway. Got his man quickly. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
Yeah, a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on fourth down. They'll go for the hat trick. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Try and play action. He'll throw it. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. On the move, it's Baxter. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Scanning the field, it's Ewers. A little screen to the running back. He's loose. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game, get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Got it, looking for a first. And they'll finally shove him out of bounds after a strong run.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Trying to get the edge on the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I tell you what, when the ball's tossed on the perimeter really quickly, you got to take really good angles. When I'm a safety and I'm spinning down, I'm trying to catch that guy. He's got so much space out there now. I don't have a lot of help from my defensive tackles or my defensive ends. Those are tough spots to be in. You could tell the running back won that battle, got a bunch of yards. Nice positive play for this offense.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Red pass, it's complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Gators moving quickly to the line. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wide open downfield. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Reads it, fires complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route run. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Makes the catch, he's got enough. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the defense makes a big hit, knocks him down.
Florida 28, Texas 17.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense...
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's going to run it. Runs through the tackle. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
He does a good job of scrambling around and trying to make a play, but I tell you what, you don't want to take too many shots like that. Those big hits, ooh, If you get up now, you dang sure going to feel them later.
Dropping back, it's Ewers. Moving away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's caught. It's Baxter. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Now adjusting. Got a man. It's Golden. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. Rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Ryan's his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Fast motion from the offense. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Ball is loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to Johnson. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Let's see what they've got on second down. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Gets rid of it. Firing to the right, complete.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Hawkins. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And under critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Buying some time. That's reeled in. It's Hawkins. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting and keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
They want to just keep throwing it. He'll take a deep shot here. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He'll take another shot here. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown Gators! And the punishment has been extended. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Number 26 set to kick this one away. Texas.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got him and they convert. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.